The narrative is everywhere. Never buy new. The used market is a gold mine. Let someone else eat the depreciation. And for the past few years, that's been solid advice. But markets rotate, conditions change, and in 2026, the used ATV market is poised to become a minefield of a different sort. The very factors that once made it a haven for smart buyers are creating a new set of unprecedented risks. Blindly jumping into a used purchase in 2026, armed with outdated 2023 advice, could be one of the costliest mistakes you make. This isn't about avoiding used ATVs altogether, it's about understanding that the rules of the game have changed. Unless you're fully prepared to navigate and accept these 5 major problems, buying used in the coming year could leave you stranded in more ways than one. Problem number 1. The flood is now a graveyard of neglected machines. The great boomer sell-off has a dark second act. The initial wave consisted of pristine, garage-kept machines. That wave is receding. What's washing up on shore now are the machines that have been sitting, not just for a season, but for years. We're talking about the ran-when-parked specials from 2018, 2019, and 2020 that owners finally decided to get rid of. These machines have suffered from profound neglect. Fuel has turned to varnish, completely gumming up injectors and fuel pumps. Ethanol-blended gas has corroded metal tanks and lines from the inside. Seals and gaskets have dry-rotted. Mice have built condos in the airbox. You're not buying a vehicle, you're buying a multi-thousand-dollar recommissioning project disguised as a good deal. The low price is an advance payment for the tow truck, the complete fuel system overhaul, and the hunt for discontinued plastics you'll immediately need. Problem number 2. The parts apocalypse for recent classics. Here's a paradox. A 15-year-old Honda Foreman is often easier to fix than a 7-year-old feature-rich model from a defunct or struggling brand. The used market is now saturated with complex, computer-dependent machines from the late 2010s whose manufacturer support has evaporated. Think about the Arctic Cat Textron Orphans, certain Polaris models with proprietary sensors, or early-generation Can-Ams with unique ECUs. Finding a replacement throttle body for a 2017 model isn't a trip to the dealership anymore. It's a months-long scavenger hunt on eBay, hoping a parts bike in Kentucky has the one module you need. The OEM has moved on. The aftermarket never supported it. You are buying a technological island. That great price on a sophisticated 2018 machine means nothing when a single failed electronic component renders it a $4,000 paperweight with no path to repair. Problem number 3. The skilled flipper's artfully disguised wreck. The gold rush attracted professionals. The used market in 2026 will be dominated by skilled flippers who have perfected the art of the cosmetic resurrection. They buy wrecked or high-hour machines at auction, steam clean the engine bay, hit the plastics with a heat gun, and install cheap Chinese tires and spritz the interior with new car smell. They hide frame cracks with fresh undercoating. They clear check engine lights by disconnecting the battery, knowing that it will take 50 miles of driving for the code to reappear. To the untrained eye, it looks showroom ready, but you're buying a machine with hidden structural damage, a timing chain on its last leg, and a transmission full of metal shavings held together by hope and thick gear oil. The flipper makes their profit and disappears. You're left with the catastrophic failure that happens 2 weeks after the as-is sale. Problem number 4. The false economy of outdated tech and impending obsolescence. Buying a used machine often means accepting last-generation technology. In 2026, buying a used machine might mean buying into a dead-end paradigm. The industry is on the cusp of major shifts towards more integrated electronics, advanced safety features, and importantly, towards electrification. That great deal on a 2020 model might lock you into a platform that feels ancient by 2027. It might lack the connectivity, efficiency, or power delivery that becomes the new standard. Furthermore, as emissions regulations tighten, older power plants may face restrictions or lose value even faster. You're not just saving money up front, you might be anchoring yourself to the past, missing out on refinements in ride quality, power delivery, and ease of use that define the next generation of machines. Your savings are consumed by the rapid obsolescence of the tech you just purchased. Problem number 5. The erosion of the deal and the financing void. The steal of a deal is becoming mythical. As new prices have skyrocketed, sellers' perceptions of their used machines' value have become wildly inflated, even as the market corrects. You'll see 2015 models listed for $1,000 less than they cost new, with the seller stating, "I know what I have." This creates frustrating, time-wasting standoffs. More critically, financing a used ATV is becoming harder and more expensive. Banks and credit unions see older recreational vehicles as high-risk collateral. They either won't finance them or will only offer short-term, high-interest loans. That incredible $8,000 used deal is useless if you need financing, and the only option is an 18% APR personal loan. The used market is increasingly becoming a cash-only arena, shutting out a huge portion of buyers and trapping them between unaffordable new prices and unfinanceable used ones. The 2026 Used Buyers Mandate: investigate or perish. This doesn't mean you can't buy used, it means you must shift from a shopper to an investigator. The era of trusting a listing is over. Demand the why. Your first question is no longer about hours, it's why are you really selling this? Listen for the genuine life change story: divorce, moving, health. Be wary of the vague, just don't use it. VIN check and history are non-negotiable. A Carfax or equivalent for off-road vehicles is becoming essential. Look for salvage titles, auction history, and registration gaps that indicate long periods of sitting. The cold start test is everything. You must see the machine stone cold first start of the day. No, I warmed it up for you. Listen for knocks, watch for smoke, see how quickly it settles into a smooth idle. This tells you 80% of what you need to know about engine health. Assume every flipper is a liar. If the seller has multiple ads, a generic username, or a lot full of shiny toys, walk away. Seek out the original owner. Budget for the immediate overhaul. However good it looks, mentally add $1,500 to the price for the immediate non-negotiable service: full fluids change, brake service, bearing check, and fuel system cleanout. If the deal doesn't allow for that, it's not a deal. The used ATV market in 2026 will separate the savvy from the sorry. It will reward those with cash, mechanical knowledge, and extreme patience. It will brutally punish those looking for a quick, easy bargain. You are no longer just buying a machine, you are forensically auditing its past and underwriting its future. If that sounds like a problem you don't want to do, stepping onto a used lot in 2026 might be the most dangerous ride of all. The core challenge of 2026 is this: the market's desperation is becoming your liability. The emotional and financial pressure on sellers is at an all-time high, and that pressure fuels deception, whether intentional or born of ignorance. A seller who needs money for medical bills isn't going to lead with, "Oh, and it has a slight knock when it's cold." They're going to hope you don't notice. This creates an environment of asymmetric information, where the seller knows the truth and you, the buyer, are at a permanent disadvantage. The old trust-based model of private party sales is crumbling. You are entering a transaction where the other party's primary incentive is to transfer their problem to you, wrapped in a convincing story and a fresh coat of wax. Therefore, your final and most crucial tool is the pre-purchase inspection by a neutral third-party mechanic. Not your buddy who knows engines, but a professional shop that works on that specific brand. For $150 to $200, they will put it on a lift, check the frame for hidden cracks, run a real diagnostic scan, and perform a compression test. They have no emotional stake in the sale. They will tell you the truth. This single step turns an opaque gamble into a calculated decision. If the seller refuses a professional inspection, you have your answer, no matter how good the story sounds. That refusal is the loudest warning siren of all. So, should you buy used in 2026? The answer is a qualified maybe, but only if you are willing to adopt the mindset of a forensic accountant and a skeptic. Only if you have cash in hand and the patience to walk away from 99 deals to find the one honest one. The used ATV discount is no longer a free gift, it's a payment you receive for taking on massive due diligence and risk. In 2026, that discount must be deep enough not just to cover the machine, but to fund the exhaustive investigation required to prove it's not a catastrophe in disguise. Choose your problems wisely.